Magandang hapon o magandang gabi po sa ating lahat at itong vlog na ito ay magre-react tayo, gagawa tayo ng reaction video patungkol po sa impeachment trial na nangyari ngayong araw na ito. Kung saan naglabas na naman si Kapunan, itong prosecutors, no? Itong mga kongresista, itong lawyer ng mga kongresista dito sa prosecutors na si Kapunan, naglabas siya ng witness at kino-cross-examine nila. Nakakahiya kasi itong video na ito, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano niya kino-cross-examine itong witness nila na walang napatunayan na nangungurakot si BP Sara. Okay? Walang napatunayan na may illegal na ginawa si BP Sara. Tapos, ang bintang nila, bumili raw ng tables and chairs si BP Sara. So dahil ba bumili ng tables and chairs si BP Sara, yun na ba ang dahilan natin na ma-impeach siya? Wow, no? First time in the history of the Philippines na merong mai-impeach. Kung mangyari ito, kung mangyari. Nakakahiya. In-impeach ang isang vice president dahil bumili ng tables and chairs. Wow. Halatang-halata naman yan. Confidential funds yan. Di syempre, yung mga informants ninyo, no? Syempre, example, bumibili kayo ng impormasyon sa isang tao, no? Syempre, i-ano nyo yan. Magrerenta kayo ng bahay. Hindi naman siguro magrerenta ng bahay, kumakain sila na nakatayo lang. Di ba? Syempre, bibilhan mo naman yan ng, aside sa rerentahan mo siya ng bahay, bibilhan mo siya ng mga tables and chairs para naman makapag-upo siya. Bibilhan mo siya ng ano tawag yung bed. Kung anong mga pangangailangan niya sa loob ng bahay. Hindi naman siguro siya rerenta siya ng bahay doon tapos pahihigain mo lang sa sahig. So, halatang-halata dito, no, sa kanilang pag-cross-examine na lahat ng ginasta dito sa confidential funds ay ginasta ng tama. Ang kanilang argumento, wala raw mga resibo ito kaya raw dapat managot si BP Sara. Pero hindi nila mapatunayan na nangungurakot si BP Sara. My God! Kakahiya naman. Okay, so yun po ang ating papanoorin at magre-react tayo dahil sablay na sablay itong si Atty. Kapunan. Okay? Pero bago ang lahat guys, sa mga nanonood ngayon, paki-like at saka paki-share itong video na ito para kakalat ito sa taong bayan. Marami po ang makaalam sa tunay na mga nangyayari po dito sa confidential funds ni BP Sara. At sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe, subscribe na po kayo Aside from sharing, mag-like, mag-share kayo dito sa video na ito. Importante rin na nakasubscribe kayo kung hindi pa kayo, kung bago ka pa lang dito, okay? Subscribe na kasi wala namang bayad yan kung mag-subscribe kayo sa YouTube. Updated pa kayo kung nakasubscribe kayo sa akin sa mga trending na mga balita, breaking news, ganon, ganyan, okay? So, eto. Without further ado, ay papanoorin na natin itong impeachment ni VP Sara. Magre-react po tayo dito. Gaano kapalpak itong si Kapunan, okay? Ito, play!
That manifestation. However, as I said, given the fact that we don't have a copy, I guess you don't have a copy too of their exhibits. So they would have to sift through each and every exhibit marked with their own marking to look for, let's say, a particular name in the AR. So once we get the copy, we will furnish you with a copy. And you can use that copy if you wish at the appropriate time as well. So asking for a copy will solve many issues, Attorney Lorna. Attorney Christine, yes, you want to...
Quick reply, Your Honor. Actually, it doesn't matter if they will use our own exhibits, Your Honor. It doesn't even make their witness competent. That is why we are here in open court to establish the competence. So kahit pagamitin ho namin yung exhibit namin, kung hindi naman ho competent yung witness nyo to identify those exhibits, it will still be a waste of time. It will be useless.
Thank you for that, counsel. Let's now move on. Call your witness, Attorney Kapunan, Attorney Lorna. Clerk of Court is directed to
ito na yung witness nila. Tingnan natin kung uubra ba ito.
kindly escort or assist Miss Eileen May Del Ocampo to the witness stand.
Your Honor, we'd like to call our witness, Miss Eileen May L. Del Campo.
Del Campo. Ayan. Tingnan natin kung ma-prove ba nilang merong illegal si BP
Miss
Sara.
Eileen, before you sit down, do you understand that you will be continuing with your testimony before this Honorable Impeachment Court under the same oath that you made and was given when you last appeared Wednesday ba? On Wednesday.
Yes po, Your Honor.
You may sit down, ma'am.
Thank you po.
And good morning. Attorney Kapunan, your witness, you may proceed with your cross. Again, sorry, with one more short reminder. You don't have to flip through the individual ARs anymore. We understand that, Attorney Kapunan. We will rely on her table and or summary for the meantime. Unless there is a specific AR that you want her to identify and read for the record, then she may simply look at that particular one. But no need to flip through the entire 4,492 ARs just to show that she indeed prepared her table and summary based on the ARs. That is deemed understood already by the court. You may proceed, Attorney Laura.
With the permission of this honorable court, good morning. Good morning to the presiding officer, to the impeachment judges, and good morning, counsel,
Good morning.
the respondent. Good morning, Madam Witness.
Good morning po.
Are you would you like to come closer to the mic? Parang nagkwekwentuhan lang tayo, no? Be comfortable, okay?
Apo.
Now, we will continue with where we broke off at the last hearing, when you were here and we had preliminary questions, no? But I regret that I have to ask you again because just earlier, this counsel for the respondent is questioning your competence. Madam Witness, can you remind us again, how long have you been with the COA?
I have been with COA for the past 11 years. Actually po, magti 12 years na po.
As COA.
Yes po.
And what was your educational background, Madam Witness? Saan ka nag-aral?
I earned po my bachelor degree in Bachelor of Science in Accountancy from St. Louis University po.
At pagkatapos mo nag-graduate sa St. Louis University, saan ka nagtrabaho?
Ang una ko pong naging trabaho is as junior auditor sa isang private firm po sa Baguio City.
And after that,
After 2 years po, nag-apply na po ako sa COA at doon na po ako nag-start noong
And what-
August 26, 2014.
August 26?
2014 po.
Okay. And earlier you said that you were in COA ICFAO, correct?
Yes po.
And what particular activity or duties did you have with this office?
Ang mga naging duties ko po sa COA ICFAO is first to conduct post-audit of the liquidation documents of various government agencies sa liquidation po nila sa Intelligence and Confidential Fund. And draft po an audit observation memorandum, notice of suspension or notice of disallowance po as may be warranted under rules and regulations on settlement of accounts. And after pong mag-respond nung agency, ako rin po ang nag-evaluate ng mga responses po sa mga AOM at notice of suspension.
So based on your narration, 11 years mo na ginagawa to? Nag-i-issue ng audit, observation, memorandum, notice of suspension, notice of disallowance, at pinag-aaralan rin ang mga response ng mga national agencies na covered ng Confidential and Intelligence Fund.
Yes po, tama po.
Tell us, Madam Witness, how many of these national agencies, local government units, public officials, have you conducted a post-audit?
Yung sa national government agencies po, more than 20 na. Sa local po, madami-dami na rin po, mga more than 50. Sa GOCCs naman po, mga less than 10, mga 5 to 10 po.
So more than 20 national agencies, tama? More
Opo.
than 30, 50 local government units?
Yes po.
And,
Mga GOCCs po, mga less than 10.
okay. So when you took over, nung ikaw ang take over kay Attorney Wamil, nung February, when he retired or was transferred to another COA office in February 2024, you were then at that time also in COA ICFAO.
Yes po, tama po.
And ano naman ang participation mo, if any, dito sa pag-post-audit ng confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President at ng DepEd Secretary?
Sa Office of the Vice President po, ang naging participation ko po is dun sa for the period December 21 to 31, 2022, ako po ang nag-evaluate ng response nila sa notice of suspension. Doon naman po sa first to third quarters ng 2023, ako po ang nag-evaluate sa response nila sa mga audit observation memorandum. Sa DepEd naman po, ako po ang nag-evaluate ng responses nila para dun sa dalawang AOM for the first to third quarters of 2023.
Okay, Madam Witness, you took over the functions, or you took over yung mga inaudit ni Attorney Wamil. Are you aware na gumawa siya ng isang tabulation tungkol sa acknowledgement receipts for the last quarter of the Office of the Vice President, December 21 to 31? Are you aware na merong ginawang tabulation si Attorney Wamil?
Yes po, aware po ako sa tabulation ni Mr. Wamil.
If this tabulation is shown to you, and for purposes of identification, Your Honor, this has been previously marked in evidence as P-1-29 for the prosecution. Showing to you, Madam Witness, please go over this tabulation prepared. And may we ask permission for our associate, Attorney J. De La Cruz, to be allowed to present this to the witness.
Assisting counsel of the parties may approach.
Just for the record, Your Honor, the witness is going over the tabulation submitted and marked by by Attorney Wamil, and it is Exhibit P-1-29.
Noted and made part of the records.
Do you confirm, Madam Witness, that ito ang tabulation na sinubmit ni Attorney Wamil sa COA ICFAO office na minana mo sa kanya?
Yes po, ito po yung tabulation na kasama po doon sa mga documents na na-forward sa akin.
Okay. After you receive these documents from Attorney Wamil through the office of the COA ICFAO, what happened next?
After po ma-issue yung notice of suspension sa OBP, nag-submit po sila ng response noong March 13, 2024 po.
Itong response na sinasabi mo, meron ka bang kopya? And if shown to you itong response ng Office of the Vice President, will you be able to identify the same?
Yes po.
Your Honor, for easy reference of the presiding officer and this impeachment court, may we ask permission to flash it in the screen, Your Honor?
Counsel may do so. You're referring to Exhibit P-1-13-B
Yes, Your Honor.
and respondents 1-120 OVP.
This is stipulated document, Your Honor.
You may proceed,
So
counsel.
the counsel for the defense is now looking at it. Madam Witness. Having gone over this document, Madam Witness, ito ba yung sinasabi mong letter response ng Office of the Vice President?
Yes po, ito po yung same copy ng response ng OBP sa notice of suspension.
I will now show you, Counsel, JBD. I will now show you the second page of this letter, Madam Witness, being flashed on the screen. Please look at the second page. In particular, we have what appears to be certain signatures. Mga signature na nandyan sa second page ng response ng Office of the Vice President. If shown to you, Madam Witness, will you be able to identify the signatures?
Yes po.
Okay. There is a signature appearing on top of the name Attorney Sulaica Attorney Lopez. There is a signature appearing above the name Attorney Sulaica Lopez. Would you be able to identify that signature?
Yes po.
Bakit, Madam Witness?
Kasama po kasi doon sa sinubmit sa liquidation documents na nabigay sa akin, na turn over sa akin, yung list ng signatories po ng OVP.
At kasama ba doon ang signature ni Attorney Sulaica Lopez?
Yes po.
There is another signature here appearing atop the name Lemuel Ortonio. Please go over this signature and tell us if you are familiar. Nakikilala mo ba tong signature ng isang Ortonio sa dokumentong ito?
Yes po.
Why, Madam Witness?
Kasama din po ito doon sa list ng specimen signature na nasubmit po sa amin doon sa liquidation documents nila.
Okay. And pag alam mo, sino ba itong Attorney Sulaica Lopez?
Based po dito sa dokumento na to, siya po ang Chief of Staff ng OBP.
Okay.
Undersecretary po at Chief of Staff.
Ito naman Mr. Lemuel Ortonio. Sino naman itong Lemuel Ortonio na to?
Based po sa document, siya po ang Assistant Secretary and Assistant Chief of Staff.
Sa letter response na to, na-identify mo, may nakalagay, meron bang naka-attach dito sa letter response?
Yes po, nag-attach po sila ng list of 105 activities ng Office of the Vice President for the period December 13 to 31, 2022.
Sige, Kapunan. Ipilit mo talaga, Kapunan, ha?
First
Na wala namang makitang kasalanan si VP Sara dyan. Ipilit mo talaga.
quarter ng
Fourth quarter ng 2022. Specifically, December 13 to 31, 2022.
At if we show you this list of activities na inattach sa letter response, will you be able to identify this? We are flashing on
Yes
the
po.
screen, Your Honor, a list of activities which is an attachment to the letter response of the OVP.
Ang tanong, may ginasta ba si VP Sara dyan? Na ginasta niya sa pansarili niyang kagamitan o ginasta niya para nag-relax siya doon sa hotel? Yan ang tanong.
13B. Whereat yung listahan allegedly ng mga activities.
Yeah, until now, hindi nila ma-prove na ang pera na yan ginasta ng kung ano-anong mga accessories. Di ba? Ang nakita nila doon, medicine, di ba? Kung ano-anong mga gamot na binili. Wala kang nakita doon na bumili si VP Sara ng relo, bumili ng Rolex, bumili ng Mustang. Wala. Hindi niyo ma-prove.
Ng OVP.
Hindi nila ma-prove.
ay naka-enumerate. Tell us, Madam Witness. Likewise, flash on the screen. Tell us, Madam Witness, ano ang significance nitong mga list ng activities na sinubmit ng Office of the Vice President sa kanyang letter response? Anong ibig sabihin nun? List of activities.
Ito po ay naging attachment nila as documents evidencing success of information gathering and or surveillance activities po na required po kapag nagkakaroon ng payment of rewards.
Anong period covered itong list of activities?
December 13 to 31, 2022 po.
And what ang observation, itong activities na nakalagay dyan ay prior to the receipt of the Office of the Vice President of its confidential fund. Ito ba ay kino-confirm mo?
Yes po, kasi yung cash advance po for 2022 po is for the period December 21 to 31, 2022.
At kailan na tinanggap ang cash advance?
December 21 po ang start.
Okay. Hindi ba ang ibig sabihin ng liquidation report, sinasabi mo kung ano yung mga pinaggamitan mo ng cash advance? Tama ba yan?
Opo, tama po.
Okay. And sa palagay mo, compliant ba to? Kasi post-audit compliance ba ito?
Based po sa document,
Yeah.
based po sa document na to, hindi po napakita dito na yung proof of success of the information gathering at may mga activities din po dito na from December 13, 15, 17, 18 na hindi po sakop dun sa period of utilization ng cash advance which is for December 21 to 31, 2022.
So you mentioned a joint circular? Meron ka bang anong pinagbasihan mo kung bakit violation ito?
Under po kasi sa Joint Circular 2015-01, kapag po ginamit ang confidential fund sa payment of rewards, subject po ito sa 3 conditions.
Ano yung mga condition na yun?
First po, it should be approved by the head of agency. Pangalawa po, it should be supported with documents evidencing success of the information gathering and or surveillance activities on account of the information given by the informer. And yung last po is, it should be directly related sa confidential activities ng agency po.
Okay, so ano dyan sa requirements ang sinasabi mo hindi sinunod ng Office of the Vice President?
Ito po kasing listahan na to, sinabit nila as proof of success of information gathering to support the payment of rewards. Pero based po sa documents na to, hindi po namin nakita yung particular accomplishment.
Okay, nakalagay sa dokumento, examples ng activities ng Office of the Vice President for the confidential funds. Pakibasa nga for the record, no? Kasi tama ba yung basa namin? May tree planting, gift giving. Please read for the record, Madam Witness. Ano yung sinasabing pinaggamitan ng confidential funds?
Dito po sa December 13, 2022, Department of Education 2022 Partners Appreciation Night in Mandaluyong City, Metro Manila. December 15 night.
Sandali. Appreciation night.
Opo.
Sa pagkaintindi mo, confidential activity ba yan? O nasa listahan ba yan
Your Honor.
ng confidential activities base sa joint circular?
Based po dun sa enumeration kung saan gagamitin ang confidential fund, hindi po ito nakasama doon.
Basahin mo pa yung iba. So hindi. Ano pa yung iba?
December 15, 2022, Knights of Rizal Supreme Council, 60th year of the Institute in Baguio City, Youth Campaign on Patriotism. Meron din po
Compliant ba to sa listahan?
based po sa joint circular, hindi po ito nakasama dun sa mga activities po under 4.8 kung saan pwedeng gamitin ang confidential fund.
Basahin mo nga lahat ng activities na yan for the record at sabihin mo kung compliant ito. Kung ito ba mga activities ay pinapayagan bilang liquidation ng confidential funds.
Meron po dito December 17, 2022, Christmas activity in Happy Land, Tondo, Manila. Christmas activity and exploration meeting of Extension Office Barangay 101 in Tondo, Manila. Consultation with Barangay Chairman ng Manila in Manila. Pasasalamat and update meeting TODA in Barangay Batasan Hills, Quezon City. May mga activity po dito na pasasalamat, coordination meeting. May mga tree planting po, distribution of wheelchairs, gift giving, medical mission, at iba pong activities ng mga satellite offices po ng Office of the Vice President.
Sa joint circular na minention mo, can you remind us, ano ba talaga ang definition ng confidential funds?
Ang confidential fund po, ito po yung lump sum amount na nasa General Appropriations Act na gagamitin po for confidential activities po ng isang ahensya.
At itong binasa mo, tree planting, napakadaming Christmas party, napakadaming award ceremony, yan ba ay pinapayagan sa sinabi mong definition ng confidential funds?
Hindi po.
Hindi po.
With the indulgence of
Your
counsel,
Honor, please.
with the indulgence of counsel, Ms. Eileen, maliban sa hindi pinapayagan o pasok sa pwedeng paggastusan ng confidential fund, yung mga binasa po ninyo, yung gastos ay ginawa rin bago na encash yung cheque.
Kung based po sa document na ito, meron po kasing activities dito na from December 13 to 18 na hindi po sakop dun sa period of utilization based
Apo,
sa accomplishment
so labas dun.
report.
Labas dun.
Ang
So,
tanong, may ninakaw ba? Ang tanong, may ginasta ba na gumasta ba ng relo ng mga Rolex? Ginasta ba, binulsa ba ni VP Sara? Nilagay niya ba sa kanyang bangko? Yan ang tanong. Kung wala, walang illegal.
hindi posibleng gamitin yung perang na-release ng 21 para i-reimburse yun, kung tama man yung pinagastusan.
Yes po, kasi under the joint circular po, meron pong portion doon na hindi po pwedeng gamitin for reimbursement yung pondo ng
So
confidential.
prospectively lang. So yung mga activities na pwede lang ay 21 to 31.
Opo, tama po.
You may proceed, Counsel.
Dahil dito sa sinabi mong violation,
Nahirapan ka na, kapunan? Walang kasalanan ng... Wala kang ma-establish na kasalanan ni VP Sara. Paano yan?
wala sa period, no? As observed by the Honorable Presiding Officer. At dahil wala naman sa listahan sa joint circular kung saan pwedeng gamitin ang confidential funds, ano ang ginawa mo after that, if any?
After po evaluating the response ng OBP at saka po yung mga attachments neto, ako po ay nag-draft ng Notice of Disallowance at isinabit ko po ito sa aking Division Chief for her review.
If I will show you, pag pinakita sa iyo ang isang notice of disallowance for purposes of the record, Your Honor, this has been pre-marked as Exhibit P-1-13-C. Would you be able to identify it?
Opo.
Showing to you, Attorney De La Cruz will show it to you. Please go over this document and tell us if the relationship of this document to the notice of disallowance you have mentioned, and again, we are seeking permission to flash it for easy reference on screen.
Opo, yun po yung same copy ng Notice of Disallowance na inisyu namin sa Office of the Vice President.
Please look, Counsel, please look at this notice of disallowance. There is a signature there. On top of the name Nilda B. Plaras. Kanino pong signature ito?
Si Assistant Commissioner Nilda Plaras po ang officer in charge ng ICFAO nung ma-issue po ang dokumento na ito.
Anong ibig sabihin pag pinirmahan ng isang assistant commissioner ang isang notice of disallowance na draft mo?
Ito po is for release na po na-approve po niya kung ang laman nito at for release na po ito sa agency.
For release ng agency. Okay. Tell us, Madam Witness, itong notice of disallowance ng COA ICFAO, yung recommendation mo, at yung inapprove ng Assistant Commissioner for release, magkano? Magkano ang disallowed ng COA ICFAO?
Ang disallowance po is 73,287,000.
Ano naman ang basis ng disallowance na to?
Ang disallowance po na to, binubuo po ito ng first, yung payment of rewards in the total amount of 69,787,000.
Before you proceed, Your Honor, please, this is being flashed on the screen. This is the first page of Exhibit P-1-13-C, which is the notice of disallowance identified by this witness. First page dyan, Madam Witness, ano ang breakdown or basihan ng iyong notice of disallowance?
Yung 73,287,000, ang bumubuo po dito is yung payment for rewards amounting to 69,787,000 plus yung 3.5 million for payments for tables and chairs, desktop computers, and printers po.
Dalawa ang amount na naka-indicate dyan. Bakit dalawang amount? Paki-explain.
Ito po ba yung sa number 1 na yung 69,587 at yung sa...
In number one, in item number one, if you can check your document on the screen, item number one sa notice of disallowance, dalawa ang amount na nakastate. Isa, 69,587,000 at yung isa ay 69,787,000. Ito ba ay typo, discrepancy? Bakit may hindi pareho itong amount?
Ito po ay isang typographical error po. Ang tamang amount po is 69,787,000.
Okay. Ngayon naman, Madam Witness, let us go to page 2, item number 2. Ano naman, pakibasa ang sinabi dito sa page 2, item number 2.
The notice of disallowance po is issued kasi yung pangalawang reason po is charging payment for tables and chairs, desktop computers and printers in the total amount of 3.5 million to confidential fund without specifying that they were intended for the confidential operations/activities undertaken by the OBP, non-compliant with the requirement of item 4.8.4 of the joint circular.
Ano yung item 4.8 ng circular na sinasabi mo?
Pwede po ba akong mag-refer para po sa joint circular?
With the
Your Honor,
permission.
pwede
Witness
po-
may refer to the document.
Thank you po.
Walang napatunayan na may ginasta si VP Sara? Wala talaga?
Based po sa item 4.8.4 ng Joint Circular, purchase or rental of supplies, materials, and equipment for confidential operations that cannot be done through regular procedures without compromising the information gathering activity concerned.
Okay. Bakit ito yung naging basehan ng disallowance nung tables and chairs na yan? Di ba confidential yon? Kung
Hindi-
saan binili yung table and chair na yan, di ba confidential yon, Madam Witness?
Hindi po kasi
Imagine that one, bumili ng tables and chairs. Given na bumili ng tables and chairs, so paano yan? Saan ang korupsyon dyan? Di ba? Saan ang korupsyon dyan?
nila in-specify na the payments for yung tables and chairs and desktop computers were used for confidential operations po. Wala po silang nasubmit na any explanation dun sa response po nila.
Kailangan ba mag-submit ng... Ano mga kailangan i-submit na dokumento by way of... Para explain kung saan ginamit tong tables and chairs, laptop, tsaka... Anong hinahanap
Ang tables and chairs na yan, siguro, yan, nilagay sa bahay ni VP Sara. Wala sigurong tables and chairs si VP Sara. Wala sigurong tables and chairs si VP Sara, kaya kinurakot ni VP Sara at bumili ng tables and chairs. Wow. Anong corruption doon?
ninyo sa post-audit?
Dapat po mapatunayan nila na ito ay binili para po sa confidential operations ng ahensya.
At anong kailangan na dokumento?
And since this pertains po sa as purchases, dapat po supported ito ng either sales invoice or official receipts po.
Okay. Sa pag-evaluate mo nitong dokumentong sinubmit ng Office of the Vice President. Meron ba yon mga official receipt, sales invoice na sinubmit?
Wala po.
Isa, dalawa, tatlo. Walang sinubmit, Madam Witness?
Wala pong mga resibo po.
Okay. Now, based sa iyong audit, sino-sino ang liable persons dito sa connection, in connection with this notice of
Oh,
disallowance
si BP Sara na ang liable. Sige na.
na binasa mo?
Yan ang gusto mo mangyari.
Ang mga persons na responsible or accountable dyan sa pinakita mo?
Ang mga persons po na liable or responsible is first po the head of agency, Vice President Sara Duterte, the Special Disbursing Officer,
Yan yung
si
gusto
Ms.
niya
Gina
marinig.
Acosta, at ang Chief Accountant po na si Ms. Julieta Villa del Rey.
Okay. Sa document na yan, pwede bang pakita mo yung mga pangalan na sinabi mo?
Nasa page 2 po.
Showing to you page 2, Madam Witness, and being flashed on the screen. Please tell us if these are the very same persons na sinabi mo na accountable.
Yes po.
Bakit sila accountable?
Unang-una po, yung si Vice President Sara Duterte po, siya po ang nag-approve ng transaction and including the utilization of the cash advance.
Saan nakalagay dyan na siya ang nag-approve?
Yun pong sa accomplishment report. And then, kay Miss Gina Acosta naman po, dahil siya ang Special Disbursing Officer and she disbursed po the cash advance.
Ito naman Villa del Rey. Bakit sinasabi mo na accountable officer siya?
Nag-certify po siya dun sa backseat ng liquidation report na ang supporting documents are complete and proper.
Hindi ba nila ginawa ito? Yung mga sinasabi mo na kailangan sa joint circular?
Yes po.
Yes.
Kasi po yung participation nila sa transaction, kaya po sila nasama sa persons na liable po sa transaction na ito. Dahil first, si BP Sara bilang siya ang head of agency at siya po ang nag-approve ng transaction and utilization ng cash advance. Pangalawa po, ang naging participation po ni Ms. Gina Acosta is siya po ang Special Disbursing Officer at siya po yung nag-disburse ng cash advance. At kay Ms. Julieta Villa del Rey naman po, sinertify niya na complete and proper yung supporting documents pero hindi po complete and proper yung nasubmit po sa amin.
Okay. Madam Witness, nag-issue ang COA-ICFAO ng notice of disallowance. What happened next, if any, kung maalala mo?
Noon pong February 5, 2025, nag-appeal po ang Office of the Vice President. Nag-file po sila ng petition for review sa Commission proper.
And do you know what happened to this petition for review?
Nung April 10, 2026 po, naglabas ng decision ng Commission proper at na-furnishan po ang aming office and inaffirm po nila yung notice of disallowance in the total amount of 73,287,000.
So yung petition for review, disallowed pa rin.
Noon pong lumabas yung decision ng Commission proper, inaffirm po nila yung disallowance.
Magkano yung disallowed ng commission proper?
Same po sa nasa notice of disallowance namin, 73,287,000 po.
At ano naman ang ibig sabihin ng disallowed?
Ang notice of ang disallowed po is sa level ni ICFAO po kasi pag nag-issue kami ng notice of disallowance, meron na po silang we demand them to ibalik po yung pondo. Pero meron pong remedy which is yung ginawa nila, nag-file sila ng petition for review po sa Commission proper.
At ano naman ang nangyari sa petition for review na yan?
Ayun nga po, nagkaroon ng COA decision na inaffirm po nila yung notice of disallowance.
Pagkatapos na inaffirm yung notice of disallowance ng commission, ano ang ginawa? Kung, if at all?
Nung May 2026, meron po silang final na motion for reconsideration.
So nag-file ng motion for reconsideration ang Office of the Vice President. Anong nangyari sa motion for reconsideration na final? Tungkol dito sa decision na ibalik ang 73 million na yan. Ano ang status?
Wala pa pong naging decision ang Commission proper po. Pending resolution po.
Okay.
Okay. So, ayan, yan po ang ito po yung tinatawag nating first part ng cross-examination dito sa witness na ito by the prosecutors. Mga sariling witness nila yan, okay? Sa first part na nag-vlog tayo dito sa nila. Mamaya may iba akong vlog na naman sa second part nila. wala naman akong wala talagang nag-observe tayong lahat, di ba? Wala namang napatunayan na may ninakaw si VP Sara. Ang bintang nila, ano raw, bumili raw ng tables and chairs si VP Sara. So, yun lang ba ang dahilan para i-impeach natin si VP Sara dahil bumili ng tables and chairs? Nakakatawa naman. So guys, ayan no, nakita niyo naman libre kayong mag-comment, mag-react sa inyong opinion, no? Babasahin natin yan sa comment section, okay? Paki-like, paki-share po itong video na ito para kakalat ito sa taong bayan. Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe, subscribe na po kayo, okay?